This is a tour of the all-new Ford Mustang, the 7th generation of the combustion engine vehicle, the true Mustang sports vehicle here with Thomas on Autogefühl for you. Let's go here. This one here has the bronze pack with the bronze pony and also with bronze wheels. You can get it both for the 2.3-liter EcoBoost and the 5-liter V8. This vehicle here, by the way, you can't see it too much on the outside. I'll show you the difference very soon, is the 2.3-liter EcoBoost. So the entry-level engine, the 4-cylinder. And here also as the Coupe, as a show car version on the LA Motor Show. This one here is the GT as convertible. And you can see here the black accentuation on top of the hood. It's for heat extraction, so the air comes out there. It's really not a fake thing or something. The air really comes out there, special here to the 5-liter V8 engines. All the vehicles we show you today have 19-inch wheels. This one in here without the bronze pack. You can see the GT has some sporty accentuations, for example, also the 5-liter badge here. The length has not changed that much, but the styling itself has become a little bit more bold. Interesting here, design line right here that is split and then begins here to the rear once again. And you can get wheels between 17 and 20 inch actually. Rear styling, once again with these typical vertical Mustang lamps, but more three-dimensional shaped in there. I really like it. It looks more modern, more dynamic, but without compromising on the heritage so far. And here this V8 also has these massive exhaust pipes and low part quad exhaust tips. And talking about massive, this one here tops the GT. This is the so-called Dark Horse, new version, also with the 5-liter V8, but then trimmed higher, up to 500 horsepower. This one here, once again, in the coupe shape. Massive rear wing for the Dark Horse and also a special Dark Horse badge. This is a three-dimensional badge. You can really touch and feel that here. And the exhaust tips are here then in this, I would say, like dark chrome effect. And even more massive here in the front. Look at the lower part especially. So in the styling, you can go from a little bit simpler with the EcoBoost over to stronger with the GT and even stronger than here in the Dark Horse and even sportier. So this one looks as, like so far a Shelby version or something, Also like here the accentuations on top of the hood, the wrap and so on. By the way, with the performance pack, even if you go for the normal GT, with performance pack you also get the Magna Ride, the adaptive suspension. The adaptive suspension, by the way, also available for the 2.3-liter EcoBoost. The Dark Horse gets more features, for example, the Sport tires, the P0 tires. Yeah, rather maybe shouldn't use them in rain. And the Brembo brakes, you get them with the GT and the Dark Horse. Also massive discs right there, so very sporty styling. And also if you once again continue to the side profile, this was a very interesting paint effect you see here. When the light comes from the top part, it has this copper shine. We're not allowed to show you under the hood or in the trunk, but we can show you the all-new interior here, digitalized. Left side 12-inch screen, right side 13.2-inch screen. It's a Ford Sync 4 system, but for the visualization they actually use the Unreal gaming engine. Very interesting. And we can also open the vehicle here for you. Here we go. Inside of the doors, everything basically known. This is like a hand-built model actually, so we can, shouldn't touch them anymore probably. Then the Mustang badge right here. Perforation on the seats. The seats are also available with ActiveX material, by the way. This is ActiveX is a leatherette material, and then animal skin on the higher trims actually. Then here on the steering wheel, still real buttons to press. That's good. Seating position and seating comfort is actually pretty much comparable to the outgoing version, so I don't feel a massive difference there. Maybe I would have expected that they optimized the ergonomics a little bit, but I don't feel actually too much difference here, at least at this first test seating here. And the new interior, it looks actually more premium. So far, the Mustang always looked great on the outside and was great price performance and so on. But the interior was always some kind of a let-off, as for build quality and stuff. And the screens, on the one hand, more digitalization doesn't mean necessarily always better. However, in a way, it kind of lifts the modern factor and also the build quality thing with this vehicle in this case. And here we go. And this is the Unreal Engine for the visualizations. And we have seen similar stuff in the Ford Ranger Raptor recently. You can also tune into a review for that. And here, also drag strip mode, for example. So you have different driving modes then, depending on what you want to do. And that looks really, really fancy, doesn't it? And here on the screen, let's take a look. So this is then the map. Looks definitely more responsive than before. The Ford Sync 4 system is actually pretty cool. Of course, also has Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connection. And you can find a lot of different features in here. Let's take a look here at the vehicle settings. Here, for example, you can have your one-time setting, or whatever you want to have. Temperature unit is here then. You can use it like this, for example, or with plus and minus. And this one here is for the seat heating or the seat cooling then. This one has moved in the screen, not my favorite. I like to have several climate knobs, but this also a thing that they uncluttered everything in this vehicle. Here, there's still a manual volume knob, however. This one can still be controlled. Start-stop engine. And you can see here, it's also coming with manual gearbox, if you like. This one, in this case, then a 6-speed manual gearbox with a very nice short shifting lever. And here, we have adaptive cup holders with a similar design. Real handbrake, yes, of course, you need that for rally hooning. And then here on the middle part, there is some more space underneath this armrest. So the most important thing here in the over is really that everything is decluttered and you feel what you see. It is indeed more high class from the interior. Well, as for the rear, when I'm sitting here, you can see there's hardly any legroom left. So the rear seats here are really just emergency seat. Child seat, there's ISOFIX there. So you can either install some child seats there, or what is maybe possible if you go like on the passenger seat, then you go with 3 adults. For example, move the passenger seat a little bit more forward and then have someone here in the rear. But behind me as a driver, no way. So would you mind taking an EcoBoost, a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine, or would you rather say, if Mustang, then it has to be the 5-liter V8? Yeah, after all, there's meanwhile also the Ford Mustang Mach-E, the electric Mustang, but of course they don't share anything actually besides the Mustang genes or, let's say, the Mustang visuals on the exterior. For me, it would always be the convertible, because when there's a car available in 2 versions, yes, the coupe always looks more striking, but the convertible, of course, always just has this plus that you can enjoy everything even more. For me, it probably would be the 5-liter V8 convertible then, also with the Active X leather red seats. That would be my pick here actually for today. What about you? Tell me in the comments. Also join us for our previous generation Mustang episodes or for the Mustang Mach-E.